Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? How are y'all doing? What is up? How is everyone doing today? Sharice Johnson Moore here. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? So I wanted to say hello and how is everyone doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, just want to know. Let's see. Hey. Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Hey, okay, so my name is Sharice Johnson Moore and I am a publishing consultant and visibility coach. And I wanted to say it is a pleasure and an honor to be here today. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here today in this place. It is so important for us to really sit down and understand what visibility consists of. And I wanted to say, hey everybody, hi, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to check on my YouTube channel. I wanted to say, hey everybody, hello, what's up? Okay, so I want to welcome you to week 1 of 30 days of visibility. 30 days of visibility. And this week, we're laying the most important part of your visibility journey is your mindset. It is your mindset and your foundation Before we talk about strategy, I wanted to see how everyone was doing and letting y'all know that it is important that visibility is our necessity. Visibility, when it comes to visibility, our mindsets have to be different. Our mindsets have to be, content. Our minds have to be focused. Our minds have to be in a place where we can sit down and concentrate on things. So, before we talk about strategy, platforms, and content or growth, before we design a brand, create the message, even go live on camera, we must start with the internal work, the work that's within us. And because the way we see ourselves is the very important thing of how we see ourselves, how we view ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. It all plays a part in our visibility. Visibility begins long before the world ever sees you. It starts with how you see yourself, and how you feel about you, and that mindset when you don't feel positive about yourself or you don't see yourself in a good light, it hinders you. It can hinder you. It can hinder you, but you don't have to let it hinder you. Okay? And I want to say that starting off this week with a mindset and the foundation, it is so important that we don't see ourselves in a negative light. I remember when I first started doing lives and presentations and things like that, and it got to the point where I just said I really didn't care. I didn't care about other people's opinions. I just started doing what was necessary for my business. Visibility isn't about being seen. It's about being seen with a purpose, clarity, and conviction and confidence. Now, if your confidence is down, you're going to feel, I'll say like this, you're not going to exude that in the presentation when you go live. You know how you might stumble over your words because you're nervous, and that's why they say practice. Practice before you go live. and conviction, you're not, the confidence is not there to speak the words clearly when you have something to say. With clarity, it is, you know what you're going to talk about and you get straight to the point. So most people don't struggle with the visibility part because they don't have something to say. They struggle because of the thoughts, the fears, the beliefs they carry about being seen. Oh, I don't look pretty enough. I don't have no makeup to put on. I don't know how to speak clearly. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so that's why we begin this week with, building, what we're building this week, is a mindset shift that can help you. It'll help you in ways that help silence the fear, the doubt, and the comparison. We got to stop comparing ourselves to other people. Stop comparing ourselves and looking at other people doing what they doing, because that's not your lane. That's not your lane, and be confident in what you have to say, and put some thought into what you're gonna say and write it down. Like right now, I'm sitting here looking at my screen notes for this episode. I have learned that it keeps me focused. It keeps me understanding of what I have to say in my video presentation. Hey, and I had to get over a lot of fear. I had to get over a lot of fear of, are they gonna like me? Are they gonna come and watch? Are they gonna are they gonna participate and things of that nature? And you be like, well, you kind of worry about that, and then after a while, if you do it a couple more times, it becomes second nature to you, where you sit down and say, okay, I'm thinking about doing this episode. I'm thinking about doing an episode about me. I'll just give y'all an example about me. And letting my audience get to know me. And even ask my own self, write the questions out, okay? Write the questions out of, what would a person ask in an interview? Okay, you could do that. Break that down. And then have a list of questions there in front of you while you're doing your presentation or your live video or things of that nature. Or you could turn around and practice. Okay, practice with your friend. Practice with your friend before going live. Practice. Okay. And a foundation of identity. So you can show up with from a place of truth, not pressure. Show up relaxed, you feeling, easy, you're laid back, and leave those questions of self-doubt somewhere else. Because what you present in your presentation can boil over into your audience noticing. But you practice with your friend or something. You do like y'all do a Zoom or something. Practice with her, and ask her to interview like you was on an interview. Or practice your presentation of what you're going to talk about. Whatever that topic is. Clarity about your purpose and message. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. Make sure your visibility aligns with your assignment of what you're trying to accomplish. Turn daily habits and self-belief practices that strengthen your voice. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am uh, I, I am beautiful. I am smart. I am diligent. I am wonderfully and marvelously made by God. And sometimes we have to, keep our own motivation going. And in our minds, we have to talk about it out loud. Affirmations. Affirmations every day do not hurt anybody. Really increase your thought process, because the things that we speak out of our mouths, we have to be careful about what we speak out of our mouth. Okay, and we have to let Satan know that he don't have no power, that he don't have no dominion over you. Sometimes we are so worried about what other people gonna think about us, it stops us dead in our tracks to not do anything. Okay? Understanding the spiritual and practical responsibilities of being visible. Okay? Practice, understanding the spiritual and practical responsibilities of being visible. Because visibility isn't just a marketing strategy, it's a faith walk, it's a calling, it's a decision to operate in what God has given us an assignment for in God's given authority. Okay? So, when your mindset is strong and your visibility becomes unstoppable, when your mindset is strong, your visibility becomes unstoppable. When your foundation is clear, you know what you want to do. You know what you have your mind so set on this thing that you know you want to accomplish, that you don't let nothing and nobody stop you. You know what your foundation is. You know what your message has. Your message has an impact. When you believe in the assignment God has given you, when you believe in the assignment God has given you, the fear of being seen loses its power. This week sets the tone for everything that follows. By the end of week 1, you won't just understand the power of visibility, you'll understand the power of you being visible. Because your words matter. Your words matter. What you have to say, it truly matters. And don't let nobody tell you any different. Listen to your instincts. Like a lot of times I'll be listening to my instincts. All right, let me go ahead and do a real quick live or something like that. And I know what I want to talk about. Okay? And this week, I want us to begin this journey with intention, with clarity, and courage, because your voice does matter. It matters. Your story matters. What you feel, how you want to do this. If you want to, say you got a book coming out and you don't know what to talk about. You want to find out what it is that you need to ask yourself when you get in front of your audience of what's the story about and who is the author and what made you decide to write this book. You need to ask yourself a lot of questions before you turn around and get in front of an audience. Ask yourself and be truly honest with yourself. Because the worst thing you can get in front of an audience and be fake. Worst thing you can get in front of an audience and be fake. A lot of times, I'm going to keep it real with you, because a lot of times I deal with self-doubt. I deal with fear. I deal with, those same old sayings, that don't nobody want to see you, don't nobody want to be bothered with you, those kind of things kind of creep in my head. And I be like, look, Lord, Satan, I rebuke you in the mighty name of Jesus. No, that's not how God feel about me. Sometimes we have to talk ourselves, boost ourselves, motivate ourselves to keep going. know this journey of entrepreneurship is not easy. Okay, it's not. But you can't give up on yourself. You can't give up on your dreams. You can't give up on the vision God gave you. So this is the week you decide to show up boldly. Okay? So, visibility is more than being seen. Okay? Visibility is way more than being seen. And visibility is an act of obedience. An act of obedience, not self-promotion. When God gave me that idea for this, I was like, okay, cool. I had no problem with that. Because it's really, God gave me this idea and I went with it because I didn't want to be disobedient to God. We could talk about we could talk about a lot of things of okay, well, what is this and what is visibility, and it's about really being obedient. If God asks you to do something, would you do it? Are you sitting around waiting? I think about it. I don't know. Maybe I do it tomorrow. The procrastination, procrastination sometimes creeps in too. When God gives you a message, a gift, or a calling, then it delays someone else's breakthrough. So you tell your story, what you have to say. Tell your story of why you created your business. What brought you to this decision to create these products or services? What brought you to create, go in with a partner? Those type of things. Showing up is obedience. Your visibility is tied to someone else's transformation. What you do, other people are watching. I got a compliment the other day. I didn't think nobody was paying me any attention, right? And me being on my assignment of what I had said that day, this lady came to me and said, I really like the story. I really like how you present yourself on camera. I really like how you talk and you keep it real with us, and you don't sit and sugarcoat nothing. No, I don't got time for that. I don't have time for fakery. That's just not me. People, I'm going to tell you something. People can't be blessed by what they don't see, what they can't see, what you don't show them. I did a video the other day, and it was to the point where I said, I'm going to do this behind the scene footage. I don't think I've ever done one of those behind the scene footage videos before. And I got a compliment on it. And I was like, really? Your business, your book, your ministry, or the message can only impact lives if people know it exists. You got to tell the story. You can't keep your closed mouth, don't get fed. Okay? Closed mouth, do not get fed. And it also goes into saying, if you stand over there in that corner long enough, you're going to be invisible. If you stand in that corner long enough, ain't nobody going to pay you no attention. But you got to be events. You don't got to be the main center of the attention of the event. Go and attend one. See what it's about. See what they're doing. See if you can be that's how I did Resilient Black Women. I'm in this group with Miss Arden Garner. And she, said that, we got together, we talked, and then I went to one, and I wasn't mentally prepared to be there. And then I said I made a vow to myself that the following year, which was this past October, where I was going to be a speaker, that I was going to be a presenter, that I wanted to be in the place, and I'm not letting anything hold me back. We have to walk by faith and not by sight. Walk by faith and not by sight. God gives us these inklings, this instinct, this nudging, this pushing, kind of, like, do it, come on, do this, and we'll sit there and be like, oh no, I don't think I'm good enough for that. I don't think I'm, I don't think that I could fit in there, or that's not for me. You talk yourself right on out of the blessing. Okay? Stop talking yourselves out the blessing. Stop. Please stop, because that's a form of disobedience. Okay, you can't make it this year, go next year. Save up your money like I did. Save up your money to go and take this trip where you are going somewhere where it'll free your mind and the rest will follow. Okay? And once you get into that habit of going out and going to be around other people and going around, I guess I say this, COVID kind of messed us up, where we're thinking, where we got inside. We were inside, we couldn't go out, we couldn't do this, and then we got on streaming platforms, Zoom, StreamYard, Riverside, things of that nature, other apps where we could communicate with other people, even though we weren't in the room together. And we have gotten so accustomed to that. Now it's like, but now it's like, look, we can go back outside. We can go ahead and be around other people. We can go ahead and have communion, go back to church and things like that. And step out from among them. That's another one I got for you. Step out from among them. Step out from among them. I learned this year that I could not stay in a box. Cannot stay in a box. Because cannot stay in a box. Because there's 8 billion people, okay? I'm gonna say 8 billion people on this earth who don't know who you is, okay? There are 8 billion people on this earth that do not know who you are. So, what are you waiting on? Your book, your business, your ministry, your message, it deserves to be heard, okay? We could do this. We could do virtual video all day long. We could do video all day long, but it's nothing like standing there talking to a person, getting to know them, networking with them, collaborating with others, sitting down and have dinner with them, talk with them, interact with people. Okay, visibility builds trust. Okay. Your visibility builds trust, and trust builds your community. There's nothing like you starting something and then you go absent. I've done that before. I've started something and it got to the point where I just stopped doing it. And it got to the point where the people fell away from my community I had started building. They had fell away. By the time I came back, they were gone. So I had to start all over again. Like this June, I revamped this business. I stepped away for almost a whole year from doing any lives, any programs, because I had got, I'm share this with y'all. I had got severely depressed and I have anxiety, okay? I got severely depressed and I have anxiety. And that is something that I fight with every day. And the thing is, I realize something. I can't let depression and anxiety win over me. I can't let that win for me not doing a live, for me not trying to sell my products, for me not to interact or go travel or be around other people. I cannot let those things stop me. Yes, okay, so I know I have this, I know that I deal with this. But I will not let it control me. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I stepped out of my comfort zone when when I'll say it's a period of time. And sometimes I have to keep myself from self-sabotaging my stuff. Sometimes we overthink. Sometimes we even self-sabotage our own stuff. We have to not do that. We have to say, okay, this the plan. I'm going to lay this out. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. I know sometimes it's hard for us. I know sometimes it's hard for us to really say that we are trying to do something. We are in our minds where sometimes we dealing with old childhood issues where people might have talked down to you. People say you were stupid. People would say you were dumb. You didn't know nothing. It was that kind of conversation was going on in your head, and sometimes that can keep us from moving forward in our destination. That could keep us stuck. When we start listening to them old stories, and we'll start something and then we don't finish, and we'll start it again and we'll half work on it, and I used to do that too. You ain't on the one. I used to do that too. But today we have to have this understanding that today is a new day. Each day God is giving us is a day to get it right. It's a day to start over. It's a day that we could work on it again that day. We could work on some more. We could work on the next day with some more. I'm gonna, how you say this? Everything don't got to be rushed to be done. It don't have to be rushed to be done. Every time you show up, you establish credibility. People buy from, follow and support those they feel connected to. Consistency positions you as the go-to. You have to build a community. And every time I start, and then I stop, and I start, and I stop. And then it was like, fighting all these thoughts. And the thing is, I said, okay, I'm tired of keep going backwards. You have to make up in your mind that you are tired of going backwards with this thinking, and move forward. Okay, if you need to take a class on marketing, if you need to take a class on how to launch a product, how to create the product, look that stuff up. Find the information. See, this is another thing that I have found. I am an avid researcher. I'm an avid researcher. And when I get into something, I dig in it like a pit bull that don't let go, okay? So, if the things that you're thinking, write them down. Write them down and look them up and find out information about them. Don't sit and be stuck and then you be like, well, I don't know how to do this, okay? I don't know how to use Zoom. I'm going to give you this example. I don't know how to use Zoom. Okay, find the information. There is Google. There are people that teach classes, and this is another one I'm gonna say. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. If you do not know how to be on camera, get you a coach, a visibility coach. Okay. Get you somebody that can teach you how to use the camera. Somebody that can teach you the different apps to use. Different applications. There's Ecamm, there's StreamYard, there's Zoom, there's then you can go live on all these other apps. And if someone is teaching about that app, go take the class. Don't sit there and I'm still trying to learn, and okay. If you don't know, learn. Take classes for it. Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Okay? I just want to let y'all know. Knowledge is power. Now, and the only person holding you back is you. Only person that's holding you back is you. Because you might need to take a class. You need to learn how to do certain things. And then you have a propensity of saying, oh, I don't want to learn that. I don't want to do that. Okay, well, stay stuck then. Stay stuck right where you at. Because that is that mindset of, I don't want to learn anything new. And come on, in order to move to the next level, You know how it was when we was in grade school. You know how it was when you were in grade school, okay? You had to know all this stuff from the 8th grade to move to the 9th grade, okay? So, if you don't know everything from 8th grade and they give you a test and you be like, oh, man, oh my God, you know. Being an entrepreneur is a steady learning all the time curve, okay? I didn't know how to use Riverside. I didn't know how to use StreamYard. I didn't know how to copyright, but I had to learn how to copyright. Recently, you know, it's about always learning, being willing to learn and move, you know, you know, and staying in your assignment. If you wanna flourish in your assignment, you have to turn around and you want to flourish in your assignment, you have to constantly be learning. Constantly learn. Your story is a bridge to your assignment. Your transparency, your journey, your voice. These are the things that draw people to you. You can't be scared to open your mouth. Visibility allows God to use your story. To encourage, to heal, and to inspire others. And my thing is, no, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I ain't the dumbest either. I had to turn around, and you will have to take your time and take your time. This is one thing. Take your time in your learning process of learning new things in order for you to move to the next level. Take your time to learn those things in your own due season, right? Because God wants to move you from one place to another, but sometimes that calls for us to learn new things to move to that level. Holding back, hiding, sitting back in the cut. I ain't got nothing to say, and that shyness that you have. Hiding holds you back. Hiding holds you back from so many things God has for you in the future. Fear, procrastination, comparison. Keep too many entrepreneurs invisible. You have to get out. You have to meet new people. You have to network. Get out and meet new people. Get out. Get up off your butt. Put on your dress. Put on your lipstick. Put on your jewelry. Put on your, get your hair done. Get your nails, your feet done. Do that. And go to an event. Just go to an event. You buy a ticket and just walk around. Buy a ticket and enjoy the festivities. Buy a ticket and see what their events are about. Find out, take a list, do this. Research what events are happening in your area that you can attend without feeling overwhelmed. Just sit down and relax. And ask questions. If you see somebody got a vendor's table or something, you go there and be like, okay, well, how did you get this vendor's table? And then you close mouth, don't get fed. Ask questions. Ask your questions. Because the questions that you don't ask are the ones that you might need the answer to. Okay? Fear, perfectionism, and comparison keep many entrepreneurs invisible. They keep you, don't nobody see you. But stepping out into your boldness and into, creates momentum. Okay, I give you this example. When I did this speaking event in October at the Brazilian Black Women's stand-up authors revival and award ceremony. That's the name of it. Stand-up authors revival and award ceremony, right? I came home with so much I was bursting. I was like bursting. I really enjoyed the event, and it gave me some ideas. And I was in my room and I was writing, and I was, yeah, okay, maybe I could do this. It inspired me. Sometimes when you attend an event, it can inspire you. When you attend events, just sitting gleaming, what they were talking about, what the topic of each speaker spoke about, what they did, how, and then interact with the people at the events. It catapulted me. That's like, I'm tired of, I can't, look, I had to change my whole mindset for the umpteenth time of, I have to be around productive people. I have to have a mind. I have to be in the presence of someone always thinking, because my mind don't never shut off. My mind is always thinking. It's always thinking of, okay, and I can tell I got a bad habit of this. When I get in a conversation with somebody and they talking about this, and then here go my mind say, click, oh yeah, that'd be great if you did this, this, and this. That's how my mind always works. And I didn't used to like that. I didn't used to like my mind to do that because, how could I say it? I used to get my feelings hurt. Ain't nobody ask you. Ain't nobody ask you. Didn't nobody want your opinion. Da 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 da. And then I would keep my mouth closed. I wouldn't say what I had. I would not say what I had to say to the person because I had gotten my feelings hurt like that one time. And I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just keep my mouth closed, So I started doing that. I started hiding. I started sitting in the corner, not talking to people. No, I'm introvert. I don't want to. But that conference hit a switch. Hit a switch in me where now you cannot shut me up. If you look at my YouTube page, or you look at any of my social media apps, you will see that I'm always talking. Talk. And I have been given the assignment of teaching, moving into teaching. Okay. So when I revamped my business, I transformed my business into my niche of publishing consultant and visibility coach. I got two niches. I got two lanes. I got lanes. But the lanes I'm in correspond with what I'm doing. They don't cancel out each other. They really work together. Because now, since that revamp, I have learned that I sat down, put the plan together, revamp the website. I did that, revamp my book. Now I'm ready to do something else, and I still have things to do that my mind will not shut off, and I'm not going to sit and wait on other people's approval, because they ain't got a heaven or hell put me in. Okay, I'm gonna step out on faith, step out on the assignments God's asked me to do with certain things coming up in 2026, and they all ready to go. So I'm just gonna give it to you like this. Give it to you like this for your visibility. Step out from among them. Stop worrying about what people have to say. Don't worry about that. Work with the ones with your business. Work with the ones that support you. Work with the ones that support you, the ones that show up for you, the ones that, they come and ask you, okay, all right, this, and then you get them a price, and they ain't got no problem with paying it. Okay? I learned a lot this past year, and it has taught me to not get offended when people don't support you. Don't get offended. Keep it moving. Keep that moving, because it's not. It's just a thing. I realize something. Everybody's not meant to support me. Everybody's not meant to support what you offer. You just worry about the ones that do come and sit down and gleam at your table, and they want to learn and they want to buy and develop relationship with them. Develop relationship with them. Don't worry about the ones that ain't. Worry about the ones that is. Because that's your community. That is who's holding you. You know, that's who's paying attention. That's who is doing. Yeah. Hey, Sharice, how you doing? I just got an offer today to do a collaboration with somebody because they have been paying attention to me for 2 years. I was like, really? She said, yeah, I've been watching you for a while, and we met on Clubhouse. We met on Clubhouse, and we on our fan base together. We friends on both apps. I've been watching you for a while, and I would like for you to come and sit down and do a moderate a room with me on Clubhouse. Let your work speak for you. Let your work speak for you. Let your works speak for you, because that's you. Let your work speak for you. I used to want to prove myself to everybody. Oh, I can do this, and I can do this, and let me help you with this, and this, and no. Tell them what you do, and then keep it moving. If they paying attention, they paying attention. If they ain't, they ain't. But let your work speak for you. You know, next year I will be launching a class of how to start a podcast. I'll be doing that next year. I'll let you know when that's launching. Because I've been in podcasting for 5 years. I've been in podcasting really going on 6 years. So, I'm doing things. I'm moving in a coordinated manner where I'm not going to sit on my gifts and talents no more for nobody. And I ain't here to please and make everybody happy. You have to understand that about entrepreneurship as well when it comes to your visibility. I'll give you another example about what I dealt with a program I did a while back. I was trying to launch my Publish Now What course. And I had people sign up, right? And the thing is, like I said, when people don't show up for you, you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving, okay? Because didn't nobody show up don't mean I didn't do the video. Don't mean because I had about 50 people and 4 showed up that were not, I had 4 show up. I had 4. But the others, they did not show. And I was like really kind of disappointed. And I was like, you know what? It's not me. It's not me. I couldn't take that on my shoulders as an entrepreneur thinking it was my fault why they didn't show up. That wasn't my fault. That ain't had nothing to do with me. God sent me the people that I supposed to have in that event. So I was happy. Me and them 4 people, we came in every day and we sat down and we talked and we had some real deep conversations. And I was answering questions. Oh, I didn't know that. And I taught. And that was the thing. God knew who I was supposed to have in that room and who was not supposed to be there. So I had to learn not to get offended when people don't show up for you. Keep it moving. God will send you the people that you are supposed to be dealing with, or the people that you are supposed to build with or connect to. That's life sometimes. We take on when we are always the people that are givers. We take some things really personal. Like, was it my fault they didn't show up? Or was it my fault? Why did they do that? Or look, we don't know why stuff happened, but God had control over that. Okay? So, let's go into these five points. Visibility is an act of obedience, not self-promotion. Number 2, people can't be blessed by what they can't see. Number 3, visibility builds trust, and trust builds your community. And I'm gonna get this one too. if you know you're supposed to do a live, or you know you're supposed to do an event, or you know you're supposed to do something with a particular person or something, and you can't show up, call them, text them, or say, I cannot attend, I have an emergency. Communication is the key in business relationships. If you cannot communicate with people about their time, oh my God. Communication plays a vital part in your visibility. So you make an appointment with somebody, you schedule, they schedule for a live interview or something like that, and you can't make that, please call somebody and tell them. It'll be more professional and it'll look good on you. Okay? Alright, so number 4 is your story is the bridge to your assignment. Your transparency, your journey, and your voice, it matters. It opens the door for other people to talk. Other people to allow God to use them in a way that they never been used before, because they're hearing your story and your story has affected them where it gets them to want to speak up. Okay. Number 5, hiding holds you back. Hiding in the corner, but hiding in the corner is not the one. Okay. Boldness moves you forward. Boldness will move you forward. Okay. So I wanted to say it is such a pleasure for you to be. Well, I'm glad you came in today, and I'm glad you came in to, get this visibility thing. And I wanted to say, if you need to sit down and create a visibility strategy session, please come and see me, okay? I have one-on-one visibility strategy sessions are half off because it is a holiday, and it is a holiday. So please, don't hesitate, to set up your session for visibility. It's a 3-hour session. 3-hour session. If it ends sooner than that, it ends sooner than that. If it's long, if it 3 hours or 3 hours, okay? But I'm just letting you know, visibility strategy session is available at a discount rate if you want to sit down and sit down and compose and strategize and create a 90-day plan and of how you want to work your visibility. And you can carry that plan into the new year, into 2026. Or you can keep that plan and go back and review it and revise it. You can always revise a visibility strategy plan, and to keep it understandable. Hey, make it do what it do. Sometimes that's what we have to keep evolving, keep moving forward, keep thinking different, because it is so important to us when we keep doing things different. It keeps us doing things different. Oh, okay, let me see what I got. Just copy that link. All right, the one-on-one visibility plan. Visibility. Got a visibility plan. Gotta make it for me. Oh, that's how I am. I'm spontaneous, y'all. I'm like that. The visibility plan. Where is that? Yeah. Visibility coaching. So, it's a session. And you sit down and you enjoy your session, and we put a plan together and things like that. I have put the link to that. You can sign up to that. Sign up for the visibility coaching session, and you can come. We can sit down and we can talk about it. We can put it together. We can do a lot of things. A lot of things. I wanted to say it has been my pleasure today to really get into this topic, because it's too many good entrepreneurs out there just sitting and waiting and saying, okay, what I'm gonna do next? I don't know what to do next. What I need, I hear it all the time. I don't know what I'm doing. Child, I was like that when I first started. I didn't know nothing. I was green. I was jolly green with this book. I was jolly green. I was jolly green, right? And I just tell you, I had to go learn some stuff. I had to learn some stuff. I had to really learn some stuff. And don't be scared to go back to learn new things for yourself. Don't be scared to go back and learn new things for yourself when it comes to you being who you are. You know, let's see. All right. Let's see. DDD. The comments of loving yourself. Yep, I'm gonna always talk about my books. Okay. Coming to loving yourself. The combo set. I have 4 left. The combo set is $37.50. $37.50. And here is the link so you may purchase it. It consists of these 3 books. I still have these books left. These are the originals. If you are keeping up with me, you know that I have changed the book cover on this book. Okay, I've changed the book cover. But these are the original covers. This is the original, the first edition that came out. This is the memoir. This is the workbook. Okay, this is the workbook. This is the study guide. And then I'm also in this anthology, Stand Up, Resilient Black Women Who Are Shaping the World with Their Faith. Volume 3 with Miss Ardenay. Okay, so I want to let y'all know that I have my books. I got the books, and the books is $37.50. You can get it shipped out tomorrow if you want. Hit a button. Okay, so want to say I love you all, and get your visibility. You know, get your get your visibility coaching strategy sessions. Coaching session with me, and you can do the things that you need to do to sit down to really get it together. Okay, I want to say thank you to everyone that showed up for day 1 of the 30 days of visibility. 30 days of visibility, and today is day 1, and it was about why visibility matters for your purpose and business. Okay, we'll see y'all back here tomorrow, same black time, same black station, okay, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I love you all, and everyone have a blessed day. All right?